Okay, I just thought I'd share with you 3 pieces of advice that my mentor had given me once, which I kept it in my heart and it changed my life forever. So I'll just share these 3 pieces of advice with you, and I hope it does the same. Okay, and put your comments down below. I always read them if you felt that this advice was worth it or whatever. The first bit of advice that my boss gave me, my ex-employer or my mentor, he gave me was, he said, Loy, there are 2 ways you can get business. 2 ways. Okay. One is you go to the person, you introduce yourself, you show your business card, he looks at your business card, after that you tell him about who you are, you give him the rates, and you hope that he gives you business. That's one way. The other way is he comes to you, he gives you his business card, he tells you what he wants, and you tell him what are your rates. So he said, which one is better? I said, obviously the one where he comes to you. He said, yes, exactly. Because when you go to him, he's the boss. He makes the decision, he makes the call. But when you are sitting down and he comes to you, you're the boss. He needs you. And that's why you have the power. So the first piece of advice he gave me is never lose your seat of power. I always kept that in mind. So that is why I always thought, instead of me going and introducing myself to others, if people come to me, it's much better, right? And that's an advice I kept to heart. And that is why, if you see what I do, all my customers, all my clients, they come to me. I never go to them. I never advertise, oh, my name is Loy, this is who I am. I give them content, I give them value, I give them something of benefit. And they keep following me, they keep listening, they take my stuff for free. Everything that I have put money, hard work, effort, time, research, and eventually they realize this guy is a person of value, I can come to him. So my first piece of advice I'm giving you, which my mentor gave me, is always make sure that you have the seat of power, that people come to you. And how you do it? You need to figure out a way. For me, it is giving out content non-stop. That helps other people. The first one. The second one is, now this one can be a little controversial, okay? But it's business. I'll give you the story, how he told it to me. He said, Loy, once there was this guy, he told me, my electric box, okay, a switchgear box is not working. Can you check it out? So he said, fine, give it to me. So he checked it. It was perfectly fine. So he asked him what exactly is the issue. He said, it's not switching on. Now the funny thing is, there was just a loose connection, okay? There was a loose connection, but this guy didn't know there was a loose connection. So what he said is, leave the box with me. Let me look into it, I'll get back to you. So after he left it, what he did is, he took the whole thing apart, cleaned it properly, made it professional, made it look spick and span, like brand new. Made it look amazing. Then put a sticker on top, they don't put a sticker, they put a proper ribbit, a metal plate. And after that he installed it, even though he didn't pay him for installation, and made sure that the connection was tightened and made sure it was perfect, absolutely perfect. And then he even said, let me check all the other this thing and make sure everything is perfect for you. So he checked everything, but he took down notes where there were other flaws where he could give him service. Okay. And then he charged him whatever his normal rate was. He didn't overcharge him. But the guy looked at it, wow, it was brand new. Wow, this is super clean. And he made money. He ended up not only being his customer, he ended up giving more business. And he asked him if, anytime, he told him By the way, if at a later stage you want my service, just know that I'll give you a discount. And he also told him, I checked your entire system. You can check with other people. These are the areas that need sorting out. So this guy said, okay, he was a little suspicious, but he checked with the other third parties and found out what he said is correct. He needed a little bit of service. So he ended up giving him more business. And this guy, where this customer had come only for a small thing, ended up giving him more business, and he became his customer, and they made money in the end. Now, there are multiple points of information that I'm going to give you here. First one is, the guy didn't know his own product that he had. So there are a lot of, the story here is, the moral of the story here is, there are a lot of people who have money, but they don't, they may not have the specialization. So your job as a businessman or a freelancer or a service provider is, if the guy has money, don't be stupid and say, nah, this is just loose connection, connect. No, think like a businessman. See how you can get the money. Because if you offer it for free, or you just rich, you have lost the ability to make revenue. Now the second part to this is, don't cheat people. See, even though it was just a loose connection, you could have connected it. But instead of just connecting it, he not only fixed that, he gave him extra service. He showed him what he could do. So it proved to be like a marketing thing. And then obviously having his sticker there proved to be for more sales. And then, so whenever you get a chance to not only make money, but give some extra service, never miss that opportunity. I think the best example is, in some parts of India, especially Mumbai, when you ask the guy to clean the car, he cleans and he does something extra. And sir, I also clean this, you can give me a little extra. So he gets extra. And that comes to the third point of this same example is, he could have stopped at just giving that service, but he had the proactive mind to check what are the loopholes and what are the mistakes in the system. He took that initiative, and that resulted in more business. Now, he didn't cheat him, he didn't mislead him. He found out which are the other areas to give him more business. So always make sure that you not only give your service, you find out where are the other areas of the customer's need that you can fulfill, and give them an amazing report truthfully, so that if they verify, they know what you're saying is legit and true. And then give a competitive pricing. 100 out of 100 times, I can tell you this, they will come to you only, because you're the one who pointed it out. You know, for me, even when I give my Honda, let's say my bike for service, if the guy says, you might as well change this, because I've developed a relationship, I don't change everything. Fine, just give me one bill, and he gives me a discount. Okay, so that's another strategy. Last, if not the least, the third most useful and powerful example I'll give you, or tip that my mentor gave me. You know, when I was in UAE, when I was working for a company, I worked, I contributed, the boss loved me, fine. But the day I resigned, everything I did for the company was left with the company only. It never went to any other place. Then when I had to go to a new company, I had to reintroduce myself from zero. And then when I joined that company, I had to start all the way from scratch. And then I had to prove myself again from scratch and work more than 100% to, gain the credibility and trust. So after I did that with a new company for another 4-5 years, when I left that company and went to a new one, again I had to repeat the same process again. Convince them that I'm good, ask them for an opportunity, work more than 100%, earn my spot there. And this is the tragic story of every individual who is in the Middle East or in the corporate world. You work for a company, you convince them to give you a job, then you slog your ass off, you prove it to them that you're number one or your place, and then one day when you have to leave, everything that you contributed is with them, nothing is with you. So over here, what I realized is every time when I work, I will work for myself. I'll promote me. So even if I'm working for a job, I'll make sure that my signature is mentioned there, and not just the company, the world knows about it. I always made sure I advertise to the world about it, so there's credibility. I'll take a reference to verify that information. I will ask people to market and talk about it. Because, you might not like Donald Trump, but Donald Trump said this beautifully. Nobody will talk about you. That is why you need to blow your own trumpet. And that is what people do with their CVs or with social media or with Facebook or Instagram. But the only problem there is they blow their trumpet for the wrong thing, showing their coffee that they're drinking or the food or the beautiful dress or the car. Nobody fucking cares about that. They'll just look at it and, okay. But rather, if you speak on value-added substance, that will be with you forever. And not only that, it'll help you generate income. So these are the 3 very powerful pieces of advice that my boss gave me that I've kept with me, which will help, which has helped me incredibly well. The first one is, I forgot. Oh goodness. Okay. I just had a brain fart, man. The first one is what? Yeah, the first one. Got it now, got it. See, I'm human. The first one is always make sure that you're in the position of power where the person comes to you and, he introduces you. So, it's like you don't have to go, sir, please, like this. You just come and give, my boss gave me that. Don't go like this, go like this, So that's one. The second one is everybody has money that they wish to spend. Don't be a fool and lose that opportunity. Look at a money-making opportunity in everything, but deliver incredible value. Don't just cheat people, because that's a wrong thing. So integrity also, keep that in mind. And last, if not the least, is always market and sell yourself in every opportunity possible. Because otherwise, when you finish a project or you finish your time with someone, then you have to start afresh, and then you have to start all over again from zero. And that's a terrible thing. That's why when people lose their jobs, then they realize, shit, nobody knows me apart from my company. What do I do? So I hope this gives you some amount of value. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think of this? And this is me signing off. Guys, take care.